What's up, everybody? Underestimated here, back with another no limit hold'em session. We have a multitude of stakes going on right now. Middle of the day here. Had a nice day off, so figured we'd get some hands in, get some volume in, and kind of see where we land. So if you take a look, you can see we have 2 NL25 tables, 3 NL50, and we have 1 NL100 table that's currently sitting four-handed. So yeah, we just posted a video. Our most recent Bankroll Challenge video was posted today, right now, so you guys can check that out. Although I guess when you're seeing this video, it would have been a couple days ago that it went up. But nevertheless, it's up, so you can check that out, see how things were going at NL50, see the changes we had to make to start winning at NL50 and making a run at things. And yeah, it's been going pretty good so far. Took our stab at NL100 again. We're still playing on this three-handed table because Blue Moon is a big whale fish, so we don't want to give up. We don't want to leave that table just yet. So we'll see how that plays out. But all in all, pretty good so far. Here for a half stack three-handed, I'll call it one more time. I'm not super excited about it, given there's queens out there. I only make a straight on the river, so we're going to continue with the hand. Wow, calls for it and just gives up under the gun. Better mark that guy down. Okay, so it checks around to us. Obviously, there's a ton of boats out there. Just trying to think if we should be value betting. 9 might call. It's easy for us to get away if somebody check raises. Queen 10, Queen Jack, Queen King, Ace Queen. There's a million hands out there that we lose to. What's going to call us is the real question. We might get called by a king if we go. Let's go small. It's NL25. You never know. And we could go small enough. We could get called by a 9. We could get called by a king. We could get called by a Queen X. Anything else raises, and we chop. So that's fine. It's three-handed all the way, so we'll still make some money on it. 9-7 off. Okay, King Queen, great spot. Is it out? No. Not much going there. Hold a 10-7. Yeah, so our shot at NL100 didn't go very well, as usual. So I think we're down about 3.5 buy-ins from just taking shots at NL100 so far. But, you know, it is what it is. I don't think we've been playing bad at all. I just think it hasn't been going our way. Not catching any flops or anything like that. Here, we'll just stab, obviously, in position. And we pick up a 10 ball. He bets pot into us. That's a pretty easy. What do we got here for notes? Oh, giant net, eh? Okay. Well, that settles that. Excuse me. So we'll just keep this table going since we do have the video running, but we'll be shutting it down soon enough, I think. We'll just get back to NL50. King 4 up top. So yeah, things have been going pretty good though. We did have a bit of a downswing, 13 or 14 buy-ins. If you watch the Bankroll Challenge video, you'll see all that info. But yeah, 13, 14 buy-ins at NL50. Had to really kind of take a look at our game, study a little bit, read some articles. Feel like we learned something new. Feel like we're playing a lot better. You know, that's one way to look at downswings, right? It really does kind of give you that drive to study again. If you're constantly winning, you know, running good, winning, playing, whether you're playing good or not, if you're running good, you're winning. And you're really not going to be studying or taking in much. So, you know, try to see the good in the downswings and really study when those are happening, and you have that motivation to really watch videos, read articles, and just learn in general. This won't be too long of a video here. Just playing a few hands, maybe get into a few spots, and we'll shut her down. I am planning to get a Twitch going eventually so we can play live or maybe get some tournaments going and stream those. Maybe down below, you know, if you guys have some ideas on what you'd like to see, maybe it's hand review sessions, maybe it's just some basic poker, maybe it's, you know, story time on why I started this Bankroll Challenge, or if you guys want to see some live games, we get Twitch going and you want to, we can get some of that going. But, you know, leave a like, subscribe, and, you know, post what you guys would like to see down below in the comments, and we can go from there. 3-bet the king 10 sometimes. Jack 5 suited. We're just going to walk. Alright, heads up against the net. This could be good. Let's see if he sticks around. The benefit with heads up against the nit is they're very easy to play against. So if he, and he's gone. That's too bad. Okay, well, our table is done. So I'm just going to pause this quick and get, oh, here, yeah, I don't want a new table. And we'll see if we can get something else going here. Okay, so we just sat at an NL25 table. Let's see if that loads up or not. Here we picked up pocket queens. We opened from the cutoff. Pretty straightforward. Pocket deuces, raise. Okay, wonky donkey is very spewy, big time. So, I don't know. I almost want to just call here. Kind of sucks because there's 3-way to the flop, and that really sucks, unfortunately. But wonky donkey is extremely spewy, so it's nice to slow play some very big hands against sort of spewy-esque players, and just let them give you their money, right? So 2.1 again, under the gun +1, pretty standard, hijack, whatever you want to call it. 6-5 suited, we'll open that every once in a while. Unfortunately here, we're just going to have to fold, being 3-handed, not much we can do. Okay, pick up there. I think I'll just check that. It's a spot you should be checking more than you think. And the reason we're doing that is basically because if we don't have a hand here a lot, you know, we're checking, right? So you want to be checking your range, not checking your hand. So we check here because a lot of the time when we have air balls, we're just going to check. And a lot of their range is going to be aces, so you don't want to be barreling too much because people always are calling those ace-high flops. Ace-king, raising. Ace-8 suited, we're going to protect our big blind here if it's folded around to us or called. So if he raises, we'll fold and let it go. Okay, let's see a flop here. Nothing for us. Just going to check fold here, get out of the way. Over here, again, you want to be betting your range, not your hand. So this is a very connected board, so we want to go 75%, nice and big. The reason for that, he's going to be calling a lot. 7 of hearts on the turn, not a great card for us. Obviously completes all the flushes. Doesn't really complete too many straight draws. Like, I don't think he has 3-4 very often. We are going to bet big again, and the reason is if he has, we're just going to get that bet in, but if he has like King X with a heart, he's going to call again. If he has like King Queen, he's just calling. If he has like Ace, any sort of like Ace-6 with a heart, or maybe like pocket 10s, pocket 9s, pocket 8s with a heart, straight draw, he's just going to call there a lot. So while it is a scary card for a lot, it also just gives him a bunch more draws that are going to call. So you can, if you have an opponent that you think is going to check raise those draws a lot, or you're scared of just getting check raised with, you know, having top pair, top kicker, I don't think it's bad to check behind there at all and protect your sort of your checking range, where you do continuation bet with a weaker king, or you see bet, I don't know, maybe kings or queens because the board's so wet and you think you can get value. Alright, Ace-6 suited, he 3-bets again. I think I'll just let that go. I think we're going to tighten up our range here because he is, like we said, he is 3-betting and he is very spewy. We'll tighten up, we'll tighten up our range. so that we can play a little bit better against his 3-bets, have some stronger hands, have a stronger range, and not really just be spewing off chips to him. And we want to start calling later, obviously, for value. So here, 5 queen 3, pretty standard c-bet board, so we're going to c-bet. Hopefully he's got a queen or something that'll call. He does have a lot of queens in his calling range, obviously not today. Queen 9 suited, we'll raise that. That's a big open. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we pick up a straight flush draw. That's not a bad hand. So we're going to bet, obviously, here. Okay, that's unfortunate, but fine. We'll take it down. 10-7 fold. Again, same thing, pretty standard board to continuation bet. It is pretty connected on the low end, the 4 deuce. But, I mean, it's not that connected, right? Like, there's not really a lot of 3-5 hands in his range. There are lots of flush draws in his range, better queens in his range, etc. Yeah, he hasn't really shown to be doing much. So we'll call 1, and then I think we're just going to check. Oh, okay, well, that's a good card. So we basically are chopping now, almost certainly. Oh, same thing, 33%. Bet your range. You know what? Let's throw out a protection bet here. Mix it up a bit. He calls. We're going to bet. Pocket 8s. It's nice. It's great. You want to be mixing in those blocker bets every once in a while with your strong hands, so that you can do that with a hand like pocket 10s or something down the road. He calls again, and we are going to value bet. I think at this point, his most likely holding is like queen jack or king queen or something. So I don't want to go too huge because I don't know if they'll call 3 streets. There's not really any straights other than ace 4, and that's extremely unlikely. And we lose to what? Pocket 8s and queen 8. So let's bet. And here, 4-handed, we'll just check when the board's paired, see what happens. He's tanking. That's interesting. He's probably got a queen. Okay. It's even more interesting. So, didn't 3-bet pre. I'll think about that one. It's pretty tight. It's only played 12 hands though. Alright. I'm going to value bet here on the river. I think I'm going to call. Oh, he's got the only straight that does get there. Wow. Well, we'll give him a nice hand because, you know, what else do you do? So that's a little unfortunate here. But the question is now. So I'm not folding. I just need to decide if I'm going to shove everything or not. And the reason that's a thought is because I have is a pretty big whale. Turn checked around. Like, what does he have that beats me? Pocket 6s, probably. Pocket 4s checked around, so I don't think he has pocket 4s. So he beats me with pocket 6s, but then he has a whole bunch of straight draws out there. I don't know, maybe that's just punting it if I shove. 8-7, I don't think he has 8-7 the way the hand played out. I think he would have been more aggressive. Alright, we're just going to call. 7s, wow. Wow, terrible. Well, that was an interesting way to play, 7s, but I would have expected a barrel more than that. But that's good for us because, you know, just a player like that's never going to win big with anything if he's not betting. So let's just look at that hand again here. Alright. Yeah, call. Flop. Check, but yeah, no raise. Turn just checks around. Yeah, okay. Well, that was sort of unfortunate for us that we got there, but I mean, you know, nut flush. I'm glad we didn't shove. So yeah, I don't know. The only reason I considered shoving there is because I know this guy, and I would expect him to call with a king of spades, I think. And if I think that, I also expect him to raise there with the king of spades. So I don't know, maybe that if I expect him to do that, maybe I should have shoved there, but I think that's the only hand that calls. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you think he's gonna call every flush, you should maybe shove there. But when the board's paired, it's kind of one of those things, you know. But the way he played the hand, I don't know. It was so weak the way he played that hand that I think it's hard to put him on anything. He might even call an 8. I don't know. Maybe I should have shoved there. That could have been a shove, I think, given the player and the way the hand played out, like the check and the check. But then again, when you just raise that after playing so nitty, like you gotta have the nuts, right? Just slow rolling it all the way to the end, hoping somebody hits a spade and goes bananas, like I almost did. I don't know. Don't know. 9-6 fold. Okay guys, well I think I'm going to wrap that up today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and comment down below. Hit the subscribe button and we will see you guys the next video.